The jungle was quiet in the early morning. Sunlight passed through tall trees and touched the ground in soft golden lines. Birds sang far above, and the air smelled fresh and green. Nilo walked carefully, holding an old map in his hands. The map was worn and torn, but the lines and marks were clear enough. It showed the way to a hidden place called the Mayan Vault of the Moon. Nilo had always loved stories of the past. As a boy, he listened to his grandmother tell tales of hidden treasures and stars that guided humans long ago. Now, with this map, he felt like one of those old explorers. He smiled and looked at his team. Mara walked beside him. She was a historian and loved learning secrets of old civilizations. Her eyes were bright with curiosity. "Nilo, these symbols on the map are unusual. They are not like other Mayan symbols I have seen," she said. "I think they may show more than just a location." "Maybe they tell a story," Nilo nodded. "We will find out soon. The map leads to a place that has never been found. People have talked about gold that glows in silver light. It could be just a legend, but I want to see it for myself." Behind them, Tovi checked his equipment. He was an engineer and always ready to fix machines or find new ways to explore. "The map shows a river crossing," he said. "It will be tricky, but I can build a bridge or make a raft." Luna, the astronomer of the team, looked up at the sky. The sun was rising, and a silver light of the early morning moon still touched the treetops. "The map may be linked to the moon," she said softly. "If the vault is real, its secrets may only appear when the moonlight falls in a certain way." The team walked carefully through the jungle. Every step was slow and careful. The ground was wet and roots stretched across the path like snakes. Birds and insects moved quickly, creating a symphony of sound. Nilo's heart beat fast with excitement. The jungle was dangerous, but it was beautiful. After some hours, they reached the first signs of ruins. Stones were stacked in shapes of old walls and platforms. Moss covered many of the stones, and tiny plants grew in the cracks. Mara ran her fingers over the carvings. "These are ancient," she said. "The Mayans must have been very clever. They built structures that lasted for centuries." Tovi looked around. "We should be careful. The ground may hide traps or weak places, but I also see places where we can step safely." Nilo examined the map and compared it with the ruins. Lines on the map matched the stone paths in front of them. He felt a thrill. "We are close," he said. "The vault should be nearby." As night came, the jungle changed. Shadows grew long, and the moon appeared fully in the sky. Its light was soft and silver, touching the tops of trees and glinting on wet leaves. The team stopped and looked around. Suddenly, Mara pointed ahead. "Look," she said. A small glow appeared in the distance. It was soft and silver, not like fire or a lantern. It moved slowly as if guiding them. Nilo's eyes widened. "Could it be the vault?" he whispered. Tovi smiled. "If it is showing us the way." They followed the glow carefully. The path led them to a hidden entrance. It was small and dark, almost invisible under vines and roots. The glow from the moon touched the entrance, making it shine just enough to see the way inside. Luna knelt down and studied the entrance. "The vault may be underground," she said. "It is built to hide from the sun but to welcome the moon." Nilo felt a rush of excitement. He looked at his team. "Tomorrow we enter," he said. "Tonight we rest and prepare. This may be the greatest discovery of our lives." The team made a small camp near the entrance. They shared food and water and talked quietly about the adventure. The moon rose higher and silver light touched the jungle floor. The glow in the distance slowly disappeared, but the team felt it was watching them, waiting for the right moment. Nilo lay down and looked at the sky. He could see stars shining bright. He thought of the stories his grandmother told him and felt proud. Human curiosity and courage had led them this far. Tomorrow they would enter the unknown. The jungle was quiet again, but the sense of mystery remained. Somewhere deep under the ground, hidden for centuries, the Mayan vault of the moon waited. Gold that glowed in silver light slept in its chambers, waiting for those brave enough to find it. Nilo closed his eyes. He dreamed of silver light, ancient knowledge, and a vault that connected the past and the future. The adventure had only begun. The morning sun warmed the jungle as Nilo and his team prepared for the journey. The air was fresh, filled with the scent of wet leaves and soil. Birds sang above in the treetops, and the sound of distant water guided them forward. Today they would follow the map deeper into the jungle and closer to the vault. Tovi checked his tools and ropes carefully. "We may need to cross rivers or climb steep paths," he said. "Everything must be ready." Mara studied the map again. She traced the symbols with her finger. The map shows hidden paths and markers, she said. Some stones may be guides. The Mayans were clever. They wanted only those who understood their signs to reach the vault. Luna looked at the sky and measured the sun and the moon's position. The moonlight will guide us at night, she said. Its path may be important for the vault. We must watch carefully when the sun sets. They began walking slowly. The jungle was thick and the ground was uneven. Roots twisted like snakes and vines hung low from the trees. Nilo stepped carefully over rocks and puddles. He felt his heartbeat rise with every step. After a while, they reached a wide river. The water flowed quickly and the current looked strong. Nilo frowned. We have to cross it, he said. Tovi smiled confidently. I can make a small raft. It will hold all of us and our supplies. He gathered strong wood and tied it with ropes. The team helped build the raft carefully. Soon it floated steadily on the water. One by one, they crossed the river, holding tightly to the ropes. When they reached the other side, Mara clapped her hands. Well done, Tovi, she said. This was clever and safe. They continued walking through the jungle. The air became cooler, and the sound of rushing water grew louder. They reached a hidden valley with stones arranged in strange patterns. The stones reflected sunlight and created a path of shadows. Mara studied the carvings on the stones. These are Mayan signs, she said. They may be instructions or warnings. We need to follow them carefully. Nilo stepped lightly from stone to stone, keeping his balance. He felt like he was walking through history. The Mayans wanted to protect the vault, he said. They made sure only the careful and smart could reach it. As the afternoon passed, they saw more signs of ancient engineering. Water channels carved into stones directed rainwater into small pools. Some stones had shapes that seemed to move the sunlight in certain ways. Luna knelt and studied the patterns. The Mayans knew about the stars and moon, she said. Their design may work with moonlight to show the way. The team followed the signs for hours. Nilo's legs grew tired, but his excitement grew stronger. He could feel the vault nearby. Every step felt like an adventure, and every discovery made him smile. When the sun began to set, the jungle changed. Shadows grew long, and the silver light of the moon started to appear. Luna pointed to a hill. Look at the light, she said. It is moving along a path. It may guide us. The glow was soft and silver. It moved slowly, and the team followed it carefully. The path led them to a narrow canyon. The walls were high, and the shadows made it look mysterious. Nilo held his hand out. This is the way, he said. The vault must be close. Mara examined the walls. The carvings here are different, she said. They show stars, moons, and shining gold. The Mayans wanted to tell a story. They wanted people to understand the universe. Tovi looked at the path ahead. We may need to climb, he said. The canyon is steep in places. We should go slowly. Nilo led the team carefully. They climbed over rocks, helped each other, and used ropes where the path was too difficult. The jungle was quiet except for the sound of their steps and the occasional bird. The silver light continued to move ahead, guiding them. By night, they reached a small clearing. The moon was high in the sky, and its light touched the ground in a bright silver glow. Nilo knelt and looked around. We are very close, he whispered. The entrance may be just ahead. The team set up a small camp in the clearing. They shared food and water and talked about the signs they had seen. Mara traced the symbols on the map one more time. The vault was made to test knowledge, patience, and courage, she said. The Mayans wanted to protect it, but also to teach lessons. Luna looked at the moon. Tomorrow we enter, she said. The moon will guide us, and we may see the vault for the first time. Nilo lay back and looked at the stars. He felt proud of the team. Human curiosity, teamwork, and courage had brought them this far. The vault, hidden for centuries, was waiting. Gold that glowed in silver light and the wisdom of the past would soon be discovered. The jungle was quiet under the silver moonlight. The adventure was just beginning, and Nilo knew the journey ahead would change their lives forever. The sun had barely risen when Nilo and his team woke. The jungle was quiet and fresh, and the silver light of the moon lingered faintly on the ground. Today they would enter the vault. Excitement and nervousness mixed in Nilo's chest. The entrance was small and hidden under thick vines. Nilo carefully pushed them aside. The opening led to a narrow passage. The air smelled cool and earthy. Shadows danced along the walls as Luna's small lamp flickered. Tovi examined the entrance. The structure is strong, he said. The Mayans built it well. It has lasted for hundreds of years. Mara touched the walls, which were carved with intricate symbols. These carvings tell a story, she said. They show stars, moon cycles, and paths to follow. The vault was not made just to hold treasure. It was made to teach knowledge. Nilo took a deep breath. We move slowly. Watch every step. The vault may have surprises or puzzles. The team moved carefully through the narrow passage. Water dripped from the walls and the floor was uneven. Tovi helped Mara climb over rocks and Luna shined her light on the carvings. They followed the signs for hours, their excitement growing with every step. Finally, the passage opened into a larger chamber. The walls were covered with strange crystals that reflected light in soft colors. The chamber seemed alive. When the moonlight touched the crystals through a small opening above, the crystals glowed brightly, filling the room with silver light. Nilo stepped inside slowly. "This is incredible," he whispered. "The vault responds to the moon. It is alive in its own way." Mara walked around, studying the crystals. "They are not ordinary stones," she said. "The Mayans may have used them to store energy or knowledge. Look at the patterns. They match the lunar cycles." Luna knelt near a cluster of crystals. "They respond to light and movement," she said. "The moon makes them glow, but human presence seems to affect them too. The vault may be designed to interact with people who enter." Tovi examined the floor. "There are mechanisms here," he said. "Hidden doors or panels. The vault is full of clever engineering." The Mayans were far ahead of their time. The team moved deeper into the chamber. They discovered a series of puzzles built into the walls and floor. One required arranging small crystal pieces in a certain order. Another asked them to match symbols of stars with moon phases. Nilo and Mara worked together to solve the first puzzle. It took patience and careful observation. When they placed the last crystal correctly, a soft hum filled the room. A hidden door slid open, revealing another chamber beyond. The next room was even more beautiful. Golden objects lay on stone platforms, but they were not ordinary gold. They glowed softly with a silver light, reflecting the moon and crystals. The glow was gentle and calm, like the light of dawn. Luna examined the golden objects. "This is extraordinary," she said. "The gold seems to store energy. It reacts to light and maybe even thought. The Mayans created something that connects people to the stars." Tovi looked closely at a carved mechanism near the golden objects. "The vault is more than a treasure place," he said. "It is a machine powered by moonlight and human care. The Mayans wanted to inspire those who enter, not just give them gold." Nilo smiled, feeling a deep respect for the ancient builders. "We have found the vault, but the real treasure is the knowledge and the design. The Mayans wanted to teach us something important about the universe and ourselves." The team spent hours exploring the chamber. They studied carvings, examined glowing gold, and observed how the vault responded to their presence. Every step revealed more intelligence and beauty. As night fell, the moon rose high in the sky. Its silver light passed through the opening and touched the golden objects. The glow intensified, filling the chamber with a magical, calm light. Nilo looked at his team. "We must continue carefully," he said. "The vault is not finished with us yet. There is more to learn, and every step requires thought and respect." Mara touched the wall and smiled. The Mayans wanted people to understand courage, wisdom, and cooperation. This place is alive with those lessons. It is more valuable than gold alone. The team set up a small resting area inside the vault. They shared food and water, but most of the time they simply observed the glow and discussed what they had seen. Each of them felt a connection to the ancient builders and to the universe itself. Nilo lay down, thinking of the adventure ahead. They had entered the vault, and the mysteries of glowing gold had begun to unfold. The journey was far from over, and the lessons hidden in the vault were waiting for them to discover. The silver light of the moon shone through the opening, casting gentle reflections across the chamber. Nilo closed his eyes, feeling a sense of wonder. The Mayan vault of the moon had welcomed them, and its secrets were just beginning to reveal themselves. The morning light entered the vault in soft silver rays. Nilo and his team were ready to continue their exploration. The previous day had shown them wonders, but they knew the vault held more secrets. Every corner seemed to contain puzzles and signs that tested the mind and heart. Mara examined a wall covered with carvings. "These symbols are instructions," she said. "They are not just decorations. The Mayans wanted people to think, to be careful and smart." Tovi checked a mechanism on the floor. "Some of these panels open only when you move the stones in the right order," he said. If we make a mistake, we may have to start over. Luna studied the moonlight passing through the vault's openings. The light may be part of the puzzles, she said. We must pay attention to where it falls. The vault is connected to the moon in every way. The team stepped forward. The first challenge was a floor puzzle. Stones were carved with symbols of stars, animals, and moons. Nilo studied them. We need to place them in order, he said. Look for patterns in the carvings and the light. Working together, Nilo and Mara carefully moved the stones. Tovi and Luna watched for hidden traps or shifts in the floor. Slowly, the stones began to fit. When the last stone was in place, a soft hum echoed through the chamber and a hidden door opened. The next room was filled with water channels and crystal platforms. Moonlight passed through crystals and reflected on the walls, creating moving patterns. Mara knelt and traced the carvings. This is about observation, she said. We must follow the patterns of light and water to find the next path. Nilo studied the reflections carefully. He noticed that the light and water lines formed shapes similar to the carvings on the walls. Step by step, he guided the team across the platforms. Every step required careful attention, and one wrong move could send them back to the beginning. As they moved, Tovi discovered a mechanism beneath the platforms. The vault is teaching patience, he said. It is not just about solving puzzles. We must watch, learn, and move together. Luna pointed to a series of crystals glowing softly. The vault reacts to us, she said. It responds to how carefully and thoughtfully we move. The Mayans wanted to connect people to their creations, not just hide treasures. After hours of careful movement, they reached another chamber. It was circular, with carvings showing humans, stars, and shining gold. In the center, a pedestal held a crystal that pulsed with silver light. Mara approached it. This may be the heart of the vault, she said. The carvings show that knowledge and courage are more valuable than gold. Nilo nodded. The Mayans wanted visitors to learn lessons, he said. The gold is glowing, but the real treasure is wisdom and cooperation. They examined the crystal. When Luna placed her hand near it, it glowed brighter. The vault seemed to respond to their presence. Tovi tested a small mechanism and the crystal pulsed in rhythm. Every action caused a reaction, and the team realized that the vault was designed to connect with humans. Suddenly, a soft hum filled the room. A new passage opened, revealing steps leading downward. Nilo smiled. The vault continues to guide us, he said. We are learning and moving forward. The challenges are not obstacles. They are lessons. The team descended the steps carefully. The walls were carved with stars and moons, showing different phases. Mara touched the carvings. The Mayans predicted the movement of the stars and moon, she said. They wanted people to respect time, knowledge, and the universe. Tovi examined the mechanisms along the steps. Every puzzle, every challenge shows their intelligence, he said. They wanted people to think, to work together, and to be patient. When they reached the bottom, they found a small chamber filled with soft silver light. Crystals glowed and golden objects reflected the moonlight. It was quiet, calm, and beautiful. Luna knelt and smiled. This is not just treasure, she said. It is a connection between humans and the universe. The Mayans created something to inspire wonder and thought. Nilo looked at his team. We have faced challenges and learned lessons, he said. The vault is showing us that courage, wisdom, and cooperation are the greatest treasures of all. The team rested for a moment, feeling a sense of pride and awe. The vault had tested them, but it had also rewarded them with understanding and insight. Every puzzle, every reflection, and every mechanism was part of a larger story. As night fell, moonlight passed through the chamber, touching the golden objects and crystals. The glow was soft and magical. Nilo closed his eyes, feeling the wisdom of the past and the adventure of the present. The Mayan vault of the moon was not just a place of gold. It was a place of learning, discovery, and connection, and the journey through its challenges had only made the team stronger and wiser. The chamber at the bottom of the steps was quiet, bathed in soft silver light. Nilo and his team stepped inside slowly, their eyes wide with awe. The walls were covered in carvings of stars, moons, and glowing patterns. In the center, a pedestal held a cluster of golden objects. They shone like the moon itself, soft and silver in color, though their shape was golden. Mara approached carefully. This is incredible, she whispered. The gold is not ordinary. It glows with the moonlight and seems to hold energy. The Mayans must have created this to inspire people. Luna knelt and studied the objects. Look at how the light moves across the surface, she said. It reacts to the moon and even to our presence. It feels alive in a way. The Mayans wanted humans to see the connection between their work and the universe. Tovi examined the pedestal and the mechanisms beneath it. The vault is more than a treasure chamber, he said. It is a machine powered by moonlight and human curiosity. The Mayans designed it to teach lessons, not just to hide gold. Nilo walked closer to the glowing objects. He felt a gentle warmth and a soft pulsing from the pedestal. This is the heart of the vault, he said. We have learned the challenges, the puzzles, and the tests. Now we are ready to understand the real purpose of this place. Mara reached out and touched one of the golden objects lightly. The glow brightened in response. She smiled. It responds to thought and attention, she said. The Mayans wanted visitors to understand that knowledge and focus are powerful. Luna looked around the chamber. The carvings tell a story, she said. They show humans watching the stars, studying the moon, and learning from nature. The vault connects the past with the present. The Mayans wanted to guide people toward understanding the universe. Tovi tested a mechanism near the pedestal. When he pressed it gently, the golden objects pulsed and rotated slightly. A new pattern appeared on the floor, showing the movement of the stars and the moon in perfect alignment. They designed this to teach astronomy and observation, he said. The vault is a tool for learning and discovery. Nilo watched the patterns and felt a sense of pride. The Mayans were brilliant, he said. They created something that survives time, teaches wisdom, and inspires people to think. The gold is glowing because it holds knowledge, energy, and history. The team spent hours exploring the chamber. They studied the carvings, observed the patterns, and touched the golden objects to see how they reacted. Each pulse of light revealed new shapes and signs. The vault was alive in a quiet, magical way, connecting humans to the wisdom of the past. Mara noticed a small section of the wall with carvings that looked like writing. This may be instructions, she said. The Mayans left knowledge for future generations. They predicted the movement of stars, the phases of the moon, and even how humans would travel. Luna smiled. It is amazing, she said. The vault shows that humanity can learn, grow, and explore if curiosity and respect guide them. The Mayans wanted to share their vision, not just their treasure. Tovi carefully examined the golden objects again. We can't take them, he said. The vault was not meant to be emptied. The knowledge and the experience are more valuable than the gold itself. It is a gift to those who learn and understand, Nilo nodded. We will take what we learn and share it with the world. The glow of the gold is beautiful, but the lessons are the real treasure. The vault was designed to inspire, to teach courage, wisdom, and cooperation. As the moon rose high in the sky, its silver light passed through the opening above. The golden objects glowed brighter than ever. The carvings on the walls reflected the light, creating a soft, magical pattern across the chamber. Nilo felt a deep sense of wonder and peace. The vault had welcomed them and tested them. It had taught them the value of patience, observation, teamwork, and respect for knowledge. Now, at its heart, the team understood the vision of the Mayans. The gold that glowed in silver light was more than a treasure. It was a symbol of human curiosity, intelligence, and the connection between past and future. Nilo looked at his team. We have reached the heart of the vault, he said. We have seen the glowing gold, but the lessons are what we take with us. The Mayans left this place for those who seek knowledge, and we have honored their vision. The team rested in the chamber, feeling the energy and the wisdom surrounding them. The silver light touched each of them, reminding them of the journey they had taken and the adventure still ahead. The vault had given them a gift beyond gold. It had shown them the power of learning, cooperation, and the wonders of the universe. The silver light of the moon filled the chamber, reflecting softly off the golden objects and glowing crystals. Nilo, Mara, Tovi, and Luna stood quietly, feeling the presence of the Mayans' work all around them. They had reached the heart of the vault, and its beauty and intelligence had left them in awe. Mara knelt near the pedestal, studying the carvings one more time. The Mayans wanted to teach lessons, she said. They created challenges, puzzles, and glowing gold to show that knowledge, patience, and courage are more important than material treasure. Nilo nodded. We have learned so much already, he said. The vault is alive in a way. It responds to us, and it rewards understanding. The question now is what we do next. Tovi ran his fingers over a small mechanism near the glowing gold. We could take some of the gold, but I don't think that is what the Mayans intended, he said. The vault was built to inspire, not to give away its treasure. Luna studied the light reflecting across the crystals. The real value is in the knowledge and the experience, she said. The vault connects humans to the universe. If we remove the gold, we might destroy that connection. The Mayans wanted visitors to learn, not just collect objects. The team sat together and discussed their options. They knew that the vault's secrets could change human understanding of science, energy, and history. The glowing gold was tempting, but the lessons and wisdom were more important. Nilo spoke first. We will not take the gold. We will respect the vault and its purpose. Instead, we will find a way to capture its knowledge and share it with the world safely. Mara smiled. We can study the carvings and crystals. We can document everything and learn how the vault works. That way, the wisdom of the Mayans can inspire people without removing the treasures. Tovi nodded. I can design a small device to record the patterns of the vault and the behavior of the crystals, he said. It will allow scientists to study the vault later. The energy and design can be preserved without taking the gold. Luna placed her hand near a glowing crystal. The light pulsed softly, responding to her presence. The vault approves of careful study, she said. It was designed to teach respect and understanding. We must be thoughtful in how we share this knowledge. Nilo stood and looked around the chamber. The Mayans were brilliant, he said. They created something that survives time and inspires wonder. We honor them by learning, documenting, and sharing knowledge responsibly. The team began their work. Mara carefully sketched the carvings, noting every symbol and pattern. Luna measured the movement of light and crystals. Tovi set up his recording device to capture the vault's energy and mechanisms. Nilo guided the team, making sure they moved with care and respect. Hours passed as they documented the chamber. Every pulse of light, every reaction of the gold, and every symbol carved on the walls was recorded. The team worked together, quietly and efficiently, understanding the purpose of the vault. As the moon reached its highest point in the sky, the chamber glowed brighter than ever. The crystals reflected the light in soft patterns, and the golden objects shimmered with a calm silver glow. The team paused and looked around, feeling a deep sense of connection to the Mayans and to the universe. Nilo spoke softly. We have learned, we have documented, and we have respected the vault. This is what the Mayans wanted. The knowledge will guide humanity and the treasure will remain safe. Mara smiled. The vault is a gift, she said. Not because of the gold, but because it shows us what humans can achieve. Wisdom, curiosity, and cooperation are more valuable than anything else. Tovi looked at the glowing objects one last time. We have made the right decision, he said. The vault will inspire people for generations, and we are part of that story now. Luna placed her hand on the pedestal once more. The crystals pulsed softly as if acknowledging their choice. The vault approves, she said. It is happy with our decision to respect and learn. Nilo felt a deep sense of pride. They had faced the vault's challenges, discovered its secrets, and made the right choice. They had learned that the greatest treasure was not gold or silver, but understanding, respect, and the ability to connect the past with the future. As they prepared to leave, the chamber glowed one last time in silver light. The Mayan vault of the moon had given them its lessons, and the team knew that the adventure would stay with them forever. They had discovered the heart of the vault, understood its purpose, and honored its legacy. Humanity had gained knowledge, and the glowing gold remained safe, waiting to inspire the next explorers. The jungle was calm as Nilo and his team emerged from the vault. The sun was rising, painting the sky with gold and pink. Birds sang from the treetops, and the air smelled fresh and warm. The adventure through the jungle and the vault had changed them. They carried knowledge, wonder, and respect for the ancient Mayans. Mara stretched and smiled. We did it, she said. We explored the vault, solved its puzzles, and learned its secrets. The knowledge we have gathered is more valuable than any treasure. Tovi packed the small recording devices he had built. We captured the energy patterns, the crystal reactions, and all the carvings, he said. Scientists will be able to study the vault without disturbing it. The Mayans would be proud. Luna looked at the sky. The moon, now faint in the morning light, seemed to shine just for them. The vault taught us more than knowledge, she said. It showed us patience, observation, and teamwork. It reminds us that humans can achieve great things when they work together and respect the world around them. Nilo took a deep breath. He felt proud and calm. We have done what the Mayans intended, he said. We have learned, documented, and respected the vault. We will share its lessons with humanity. The glowing gold will stay safe, but its message will travel far and wide. The journey back through the jungle was quiet. The team moved carefully over roots, stones, and streams. They reflected on what they had discovered. Every step reminded them of the puzzles, the glowing crystals, and the soft silver light of the vault. When they reached the edge of the forest, Nilo looked back. The trees hid the entrance to the vault, and the jungle seemed to guard its secrets. The vault will remain hidden for those who are not ready, he said. It is waiting for future explorers who seek knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Back in the modern world, the team shared their discoveries with scientists, historians, and educators. Mara presented the carvings and explained their meaning. Luna shared her studies of the moonlight, crystals, and patterns. Tovi showed the devices that captured the vault's energy. Nilo spoke of the lessons learned and the importance of respect and cooperation. The world listened in amazement. People marveled at the brilliance of the Mayans, their connection to the universe, and the glowing gold that shone like silver light. The vault inspired curiosity, creativity, and hope. It became a symbol of human potential and the wonders of exploration. Nilo often thought of the vault and the jungle. He remembered the challenges, the puzzles, and the quiet silver glow that welcomed them. The adventure had taught him that courage and curiosity could reveal incredible knowledge, and that wisdom should always guide discovery. Mara continued to study the carvings and ancient texts. She wrote articles and books that explained the vault and its lessons. She wanted everyone to understand that learning and respect were more valuable than material wealth. Tovi worked with engineers and scientists to study the energy patterns recorded from the vault. He hoped that one day, humans could use similar knowledge to create technologies that were safe, clean, and connected to nature. Luna inspired astronomers and explorers to look at the stars with wonder and curiosity. She taught that the moon, the planets, and the universe could guide human learning and discovery if people paid attention and worked together. Nilo often gazed at the night sky. The moon shone brightly, and he remembered the silver light in the vault. He smiled, knowing that the Mayans had left a gift for humanity. It was a gift of knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. The glowing gold in the vault remained untouched, safe in its hidden chamber. But its glow and the wisdom it represented traveled far. People everywhere learned that curiosity, patience, and teamwork could achieve remarkable things. The team had honored the vault and its creators. They had shown that humans could explore, understand, and respect history and the universe. The Mayan vault of the moon had fulfilled its purpose, connecting past and present and inspiring the future. Nilo looked at the moon one last time that night. Its silver light reminded him of the vault, of glowing gold, and of the power of human curiosity. He knew that adventures like this would continue, as long as people were brave, thoughtful, and willing to learn. The vault had given them its secrets, and they had shared its legacy. Humanity had gained knowledge, inspiration, and hope. And somewhere deep in the jungle, the Mayan vault of the moon waited quietly, glowing softly, ready to welcome the next explorers who sought its wisdom.